Our Alas Pilipinas Invitationals, Buds Budin. What a sequence for him in that last play. Had that check ball and then went for the attack. Got the point, and it's now a 4-point advantage for Team Philippines. But Nishida will score, and Jade Disquitado is holding on to his, I would say, lower abdomen, groin area maybe.
Yep. Masakit yun. Still, he's just checking that everything is still intact. Full swing from the back row.
Had to shake it off. And looks like Jade Disquitado is okay.
With a little help from the tape of the net.
17-13. Serving AJ Casania.
Jeschke has easily picked up by Lorenzo. They go to Budin. Kept alive. Buds again. Jeschke was there. A chance for Ramirez. Dug up. They go to Larry, and that's the finisher for that rally.
And Larry coming out of nowhere, getting that quick attack in for Osaka Bluton.
14 serving 17.
Incredible accuracy from the center of Osaka Bluton. That's Eiro Motoki.
Jeschke commits a service error, whom we heard, by the way, that the setters, I believe, are new to
yes.
the squad of Osaka Bluton.
Very familiar substitution for Coach Frigoni. Ordiales will provide more height in the front row.
Another service error, though. He's down to 3 points. And it's also a service error.
Service out.
There's going to be a substitution. Josh Ibanez set to check in for Tagibolos.
Getting a lot of support from the crowd here inside the PhilSports Arena.
He goes for the serve. Oh, but that's out for Josh Ibanez.
Malamig pa.
This time it's Nishida serving for Osaka Bluton. That is through. Play continues. Eiro will back set to the middle, and it's effective. That's good enough for a point.
Back quick still works for Osaka Bluton. Set was a little bit too high for Yamauchi, but he was still able to push that over.
As we take a look at that last sequence, not the cleanest of hits, a bit high, but it was just enough to get it over in a timeout called by Alas Pilipinas.
We have to take this ball, high, and we use with the eye ball, we use the hands, and finish. But strong, you cannot spike deep. Like this, okay?
Okay, side out na natin. Side out.
Go, side out, go. Go.
Timeout called by Coach Frigoni as the lead has been cut down to just 2 points. 17 serving 19 here in set number 2. That's another long serve.
He's been trying to find his range on the service line. Japan has already registered 10 unforced errors in this set.
It's a lot of free points given up. Just right for Yamauchi.
Lead is down to 2 for Las Pilipinas.
Serving for Osaka Bhutan, Kenyu Nakamoto.
'18 serving 20. Oh, that clips the net. And down it goes. The service ace for Kenyu Nakamoto.
Nobody was ready for that short ball. Osaka Bluton is just down by a single point.
'19 serving 20.
Oh,
Another good serve. Ordiale is able to save it. Lorenzo will send up a high free ball. Chance for the blue shirts. It'll go middle. And Yamauchi scores to tie this game up at 20 all.
4-point lead has gone for Las Pilipinas. That's the thing when you're up against the best players in the world. 4 points is not a safe lead, so you really have to keep on working for your attack points.
Tied at 20 all. Oh, that's a short serve for Nakamoto, who had a service ace just a while ago.
21 serving 20.
It's another tight scoring set, lalo na't nasa tail end na tayo ng set number 2. Very similar to set number 1.
They go to Jeschke. Sent back to the other side. Another redo. Thomas again, and that will lead to a point. Las Pilipinas unable to send it back.
Thomas Jeschke will join Eugene Nishida. The double-digit scoring category. He now has 10 points.
Serving for Osaka Bhutan, Akihiro Yamauchi.
21 all. Casania goes middle to Malabunga. That is long. Coach Frigoni wants a challenge.
Here's a challenge by Las Pilipinas on the last play for block touch. Challenge Las Pilipinas, block touch.
There was a lot of backspin in that hit of Kim Malabunga. Coach Frigoni will buy some time so that Las Pilipinas can regroup and hopefully get the next point.
Well, let's see if this will be successful. Otherwise, if the call stays, Osaka Bluton will take over and get the lead here late in set number 2 after Las Pilipinas have somewhat controlled majority of this set. It looks like there's no block touch. It's clean.
Challenge is unsuccessful. Point insert to Osaka Bhutan. Las Pilipinas loses a challenge and
The tables have turned. The lead is now with the blue shirts, 22 serving 21. Las Pilipinas needs one good stop.
Larry gets a touch. Jeschke. Lorenzo was there. And just the outstretched arms of Larry. Able to get that one.
Was an unfortunate overpass from Las Pilipinas that will force Coach Frigoni to call for time.
You never play with the opposite when he is back row. You play with Leo. If you feel to play with Leo. If you don't feel, don't play. You know what I mean? Guys, we are there. Just a little bit more with attention.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Bola. Dahan-dahan compose ha.
I love that timeout from Coach Frigoni. He was just reminding the boys to pay attention to the smallest of details, lalo na pag end game. Because they were able to pop that ball up.
Yeah.
Dikit nga lang, so they lost that point. So it's about making sure that the small balls don't go to waste.
Well, let's see what they do here after the timeout. They go to Ordiales. And down it goes.
That's what you get when you listen to your coach. In that timeout also, Coach Frigoni was talking to EJ Casanya that you need to utilize Leo Ordiales also in the back row. That he's there for a reason.
Yeah.
So if you feel like it is the right time to go for that back row attack, you give that set to Ordiales.
For Las Pilipinas, 10 out 18, DL in.
So it's a one-point game. This is
Survey
pretty similar to what was happening in set number 1, wherein it extended. Well, let's see what happens here. That's going to be a point for Nishida. And Osaka Bluton once again at set point.
For Las Pilipinas, number 10, Casanya.
Two set points here for Osaka Bluton, and it's the setter Ero ready to serve. 24-22. Casanya back sets to Ordiales. And he's able to save a point. That's what you were saying a while ago, Neil.
Now that's back-to-back points from the back row from Leo Ordiales. That has been a very effective point of attack for Las Pilipinas. Yan yung maganda talaga pag yung coaching staff mo very attentive to detail also. But Yuji Nishida will put an end to the second set of that swing from the left pin.
And set 2 goes to the Osaka Bluton. And it's 2 sets to none in this matchup against Las Pilipinas. Let's take a look at that last play arrow. And that last play off the block. Nishida walks off with that final point. So Osaka Bluton up 2 sets to none against Las Pilipinas.
Las Pilipinas will run the sponsors of these invitationals. PLDT, Sport, Homewear, Revolver, Arena Plus, Receiver, Keeper, Panasonic, Seiko, and the Philippines Sports Division.
Back inside the PhilSports Arena in Pasig for the continuation of the Las Pilipinas Invitationals. Set 2 just finished, and it was another close set. And Osaka Bluton getting that one. Well, let's see what happened in the highlights of that one. It was a better start for Las Pilipinas in that set number 2, Neil, compared to the first.
Yeah, Las Pilipinas was able to maximize the unforced errors given by the Osaka Blutons. And they still controlled the offense, talking about the blue shirts. Yuji Nishida was still in the forefront of their attacking formation alongside Thomas Jeschke. And you can see that clearly in our numbers. 18 attacks for Osaka Bluton compared to the 11 of Alas Pilipinas. We lost our edge in serving. Set number 1, we have to remember that we were able to score 2 aces against the Blue Shirts. But the good thing about the performance of Alas Pilipinas naman is that we were still able to minimize our unforced errors. Only 5. That's a very good number for this young squad. But again, pagdating nga sa endgame, pagdating sa pag-maintain ng lead, dun medyo nawawala pa yung national team natin. And I'm sure yan yung tinatry na ayusin ni Coach Frigoni and the rest of the coaching staff of Alas Pilipinas.
And you could hear whenever he calls a timeout talking about Coach Frigoni, it's very specific. He's pointing out the things that he's seeing on the court that he wants to address. So you like that coming from him, despite this being an exhibition match. It's a way for them to prepare for the future. But the fans have been enjoying the action. It's been a great one so far.
We will be seeing a totally different starting unit for Osaka Bluton. Starters will get some well-deserved rest.
Yeah, Larry though entered the game in set number 2 a while ago, but you also will be seeing the likes of Tomita, Nakamura also, and the Cuban Miguel Lopez Castro. For Alas Pilipinas, it will be the same guys starting out. And Kaela Budin heads to the service line. Let's just do a recap of the top scores for both teams, Neil.
15 points for Nishida, 10 points for Jeski, and for Alas Pilipinas, it's Jade Desquitado with 11 and Butz Budin with 10. We will also see number 18, Nishiyama, and number 19, Nishikawa in action for Osaka Bluton. So again, it's an overhaul para sa starting unit ng mga bisita natin from Japan. But the libero will still be Yamamoto.
And if you're wondering why they are getting a breather, it's because there's still tomorrow. Or day number 2 of the Invitationals, where you can still see these guys in action. That's going to be a free point given up. Not the best start there, as they limited the errors a while ago, but first point for Osaka is from that service error. Agibolos will score.
For Las Pilipinas, Leo Ordiales will get the starting nod. He was already waxing hot at the tail end of set number 2, so I believe that this is a good decision from Coach Frigoni.
Oh, that's a nice hit.
Keitaro Nishikawa introduces himself to the Philippine crowd.
Casanya sets up Budin. That is sent back. Play will continue. Blue Shirts able to save it. Lopez will attack. That sails out.
Serving for Las Pilipinas, Leo Ordiales.
Ordiales will be the one to serve. It's 2-all. That's the push. And it's effective for Lopez.
Miguel Castro will score out of that out-of-system play. Just went for a simple push against the block of Alas Pilipinas.
3 serving, 2 is the score. Malabunga answers, but there was a net touch.
Yeah, there was a net touch from Kim Malabunga.
Yeah, and he acknowledges that mistake. Unfortunate, as he was able to send that down. Tignan natin yun. Yeah. Daplis lang, but Nonetheless, a service error, so a bit of a slow start for both teams here in set number 3.
Reserving 4. Serving Jake Piscitano.
Using the offhand.
Set was a bit tight.
Budin.
Cuban, but a double block will hold for Osaka Bluton. It will be credited to Nishiyama and Larry.
5 serving 3 with Hiroto Nishiyama serving.
5 serving 3. Wonder if we're going to be seeing subs as well for Coach Frigoni later on this set.
Still haven't seen Lloyd Josafat, Choi Diao, and Noel Campton on the floor.
I
JP
see
Bogawan is wearing the libero uniform for today's match.
Yeah. Oh, that's a solid hit coming from Miguel Lopez.
Up high, down hard for Miguel Lopez. Sila yung magiging reinforcements ng Osaka Bluton in their upcoming club season.
That's a service ace. So Miguel Angel Lopez racking up the points here in set 3.
Quick 3 points for Lopez.
7 serving 4.
Oh, make that back-to-back service aces for Miguel Lopez.
So we get to the first technical timeout. Osaka Bluton up by 4.
Here, the PNVF Invitationals. Coming from a back-to-back Best Outside Spiker Award in the CV League, Buds Budin expressed how surreal the past few weeks have been. At alam niyo, pinil kwento ni Buds na nagkataon lang na napasama siya sa training ng Alas earlier this year. It was only para mabuo ang kabilang team for a scrimmage. But the day after he trained for Alas, Coach Angelino noticed him, asked him if he had a passport, and the next thing he knew, he was starting for Alas. Buds says that sometimes when the lights are off in the dorm, he would ask himself, paano ako napunta dito? And he is bringing that sense of wonder tonight, going up against his idol since 2019, Yuji Nishida. At sabi ni Buds, mablock niya lang daw si Yuji. Kahit isa, masaya na siya. Dipinil.
Thank you, Doreen, for that report. Well, it's no accident that Buds Budin is part of the national team. It's destiny for him. He's won a couple of awards already in the CV League. Continues to be one of their main gunners, but the celebration for Osaka Bluton at that point.
It's not everyday din naman na nakakalaban mo ang Yuji Nishida. So if you get to block him, that will be part of the core memories
Kanina,
ng mga atleta natin.
hindi niya na-kill block, no? Pero he was able to stop one of the attacks. But that should be good enough. Meanwhile, Buds Budin will be rejected, and the lead is up to 5 points for Osaka Bluton. And timeout called by Alas Pilipinas.
Problem of Leo. Now, you are not so more creative in attack. Use this. Aye, let's go. Let's go with confidence. With confidence.
Go.
Let's go.
Coach Frigoni is looking for some sort of creativity from the guys in white. You have to Be quick also in making decisions mid-air.
Ordiales. That's another point for Osaka Bluton, and the lead continues to increase.
Biggest lead of the set for Osaka Bluton.
Casanya sets up Ordiales once more, and this time he scores.
Point number 4 for Leo Ordiales. One of the youngest, I guess, on the floor for Las Pilipinas.
Back row hit.
Look at the power in that hit. Just by hearing the sound of it, you just know that it was so strong.
Serving 6.
Captain will try and he will score.
Welcome to the game, Noel Campton. Registering his first point of the match. Now it's Choi Yao's turn to man
Las Pilipinas 17.
middle blocker position for Coach Pregoni.
Serving Invitationals.
Nakamura back sets. And Tomita will score.
Also one of the members of the national team of Japan. Now the second libero will check in for Osaka Bluton. That is Ikeshiro. Kotaro Ikeshiro, wearing jersey number 16. Out of system play for Las Pilipinas.
Chance for the blue shirts. They set up Casanya, able to dig it. It's back with Osaka. And Tomita with back-to-back points.
Tomita getting to work right away. They now have a 7-point lead against Las Pilipinas.
So the second unit showing out as well for Osaka Bluton. They've provided the energy and the spark. Biggest lead so far at 7. Alam mo, Neil, nakakatakot yung pwesto natin eh, kasi
What? These are the best seats in the house.
that's what I was gonna say. If you're in the first row, you're lucky to be seeing the action up close, but at the same time, you have to be careful because the balls are fast and it's strong.
Serving Adrian Vidiatos.
Nakamura back sets. So Ishiyama with a solid hit.
Everybody wants a piece of the pie. Pag tinignan mo rin yung score sheet, stat sheet natin, kalat na kalat yung points for Osaka Bluton. That's how you win games. Everybody needs to contribute. They will give up one unforced error off that serve.
A service error though for Osaka Bluton, Noel Captain. Getting ready to serve for Las Pilipinas. They're down by 6, 9-15. But that serve is also short. That brings us to the second technical timeout. Osaka Bluton up by Pilipinas Invitationals. And it's Osaka Bluton up by 7 points over Alas Pilipinas. Sets 1 and 2 were pretty close. Set 1 went on an extended fashion, but both sets won by Osaka Bluton. And here in the third one, they've gone to their second unit. But no problem as they've provided the points still. Service ace. But Alas Pilipinas will call for a ball in, ball out challenge.
Osaka Bluton is now pulling away. They're just a few points away from wrapping up this game in 3 straight sets.
We await the challenge. Whether it's a ball in, ball out, Coach Frigoni waiting for the replay. He's fielded in Noel captain. Joy Diao also on the floor with their backup sitter, Adrian Villados. Barely, but that's still inside.
Clipped that end line. Trigoni checking out his glasses to make sure kung maayos pa.
It's been a trademark of his, no, yung tinitignan niya using his glasses, but it's clear. This time it's
That's inside. That will be back-to-back aces for number 18, Nishiyama.
Josh Ibanez will replace Boots. Budin might be done for the night. Nishiyama getting ready to serve. Service is short.
Las Pilipinas will still try to catch up. Now, Josh Ibanez is in the front row as an outside hitter. Ang na-miss niyang pumalo.
I don't think we've seen an attempt from him tonight, right? So let's see. As a hit from Nishiyama.
And his mind. We knew that the setter of Osaka Bluton would really take advantage of the shorter blocker from Alas Pilipinas. Let's see if Josh Ibanez can score a couple of points. Ooh, what a serve from Lopez.
Look at that bullet of a serve. Splitting Noel captain there.
20 serving 10.
Double-digit lead once again. We go to Ramirez, but it's long, but there was a touch.
All right, there will be a challenge. A block touch challenge. First referee, Oliver Mora, called that it hit the hands of Tomita.
Let's see. Looks like Osaka Bluton were pretty sure and confident that no one touched it. So we'll see based on the replay. But by the way, the Philippines is the solo host for the 2025 FIVB Men's Volleyball World Championship from September 12 to 28, 2025. That's next year. Watch the drawing of lots live on September 14 this year, 8:30 p.m. on One Sports Plus and on Pilipinas Live. Once again, that's on September 14, happening next week to figure out the groupings.
The challenge is successful.
So no block touch.
Successful challenge from Osaka Bluton.
Serving 10.
It's now an 11-point lead for the blue shirt.
The largest of the match. Rebania is able to pop that up. He gets the set. The attack, but it's set back.
And it all starts with the reception, really. Even if you're a strong attacker, but it's out of system, may hirapan talaga makalusot dun sa tight blocking ng Osaka Bluton. Larry flexing his muscles after that monster block. Free point now for Las Pilipinas.
So a double-digit lead, however.
11 serving 22. Serving is Luis Ramirez.
Ramirez serving. Nakamura setting up the play. Redo for the blue shirts, Larry. Oh, Ramirez was right there.
23 serving 11.
That was a
Serving
mistake by Luis Ramirez. He was at the right place at the right time, just unable to place his hands correctly. Larry will commit a service error.
He's given up a couple of service errors.
Serving for Las
Josh
Pilipinas.
Ibanez will now move to the back row. It's up to Jade Desquitado to, try to catch up.
Service error though for Josh Ibanez that puts Osaka Bluton at match point.
Osaka Bluton now at match point. Serving for the Mets, Shunsuke Nakamura.
And it ends on that service ace for Nakamura. The night-night celebration as he puts this one away in straight sets. Osaka Bluton on top, winning over Las Pilipinas men.
Very convincing win from our visitors from Japan. After two close sets, they made sure to exert their dominance over Las Pilipinas in that final set. And Yuji Nishida and Thomas Jeschke just leading all scorers for the blue shirts. Yes, that's it for day number 1. Tomorrow, we will try to get a win against them.
Yeah. At least a set a while ago, he played well in the first two, talking about Las Pilipinas men. Fought a good fight here. Set 3 was a whole different story though. Despite the second unit of Osaka Bluton, this is when they actually pulled away from the match. But still a good showing for Las Pilipinas, who are on a one-year quest and preparation for the Worlds next year. But the fun continues inside the PhilSports Arena as they're handing out shirts to the audience. Yuji Nishida.
Come here tomorrow to get a chance to win free shirts from Las Pilipinas.
Back inside the PhilSports Arena, we just finished the matchup between Osaka Bluton and Alas Pilipinas men. Both teams at center court for the picture taking, but that was a 3-set win for Osaka Bluton in this exhibition invitational. That ends our day one. As you mentioned, Neil, a while ago, the women's also saw action. All smiles from both teams.
This friendly match is so timely because, again, it is very important to simulate high caliber matches so that we can really learn new techniques, new strategies that can help us come the World Championships in 2025. That's 1 year, exactly 1 year from now. Hopefully, by that time, kompletong-kompleto na yung lineup ng Alas Pilipinas. We will wait for the recovery of Brian Bagunas. We will wait for Mark Espejo, Jao Umandal, Oar Tamar. And all of those players na hindi natin nakita today. But let's check out the highlights from set number 3. Set number 3 was very different compared to the first 2 sets because this was the set that Osaka Bluton just controlled all throughout. They were able to establish a 10-11 point lead at some point of the set. And it was very difficult for Las Pilipinas to catch up because nawala din tayo sa reception pattern natin.
Right. And we'll see the final numbers from that set 3.
10 attack points compared to the 5 only from Alas Pilipinas. But the biggest factor really in set number 3 was the serving game of Osaka Bluton. 6 unanswered service aces and 4 kill blocks. Again, konti lang, I guess, yung unforced errors. It was really the reception that was problematic in set number 3. But overall, I still feel like maganda yung ginalaw ng Alas Pilipinas, lalo na sa first 2 sets. We went toe-to-toe with a very strong Japanese team. We almost won a set. But again, dun pa rin kailangan talaga magkaroon ng adjustment. It's the killer instinct for our players in the end game.
Right. And our very own Doreen Suay Baguio is with Yuji Nishida. Go ahead, Doreen.
Thank you, Dipanil. I'm here with the best player of the game, none other than Yuji Nishida. Yuji, omedetou gozaimasu. Congratulations. Earlier, you told me that you weren't at 100%, but it did not seem to be a problem. How was the whole experience for you playing against the Philippine team?
So this situation is the first time to the start of the game. So about this team to the start of the practice 1 week ago, but today is this. We not high level to the play everything. So I hope that try to that tomorrow is a change to the mind and playing high level to the change.
We're very excited to see you guys tomorrow. But Yuji, there are so many fans who are very happy to see you and the rest of the Osaka Bluton play tonight. What is your message to all those watching?
I hope tomorrow more to the coming to the person. So today is it's match. It's a little bit later, but tomorrow is the same time. Is start the match. So please come to this stadium. I get to hold with team.
Very well said. Thank you so much. Congratulations again. We will see you guys tomorrow. But for now, we send it over to you, Dip and Neil.
Thank you, Doreen. I believe Neil is right in front of you. But we're here to close this one out. Yuji Nishida, great showing here in day number 1. He mentioned how this team just went back to practice a few days ago, but they are in condition. Had a great showing here for this Saturday action. And then, of course, tomorrow there will still be another round of matches played by Alas Pilipinas, men's and women's. But the fans are here to stay, and the players are also here to take their pictures, sign their autographs. Of course, this is part of the game, and it's a great fandom here for the Japanese club team. A lot of great players, and Jeshki also played well today. One of the top scorers along with Nishida. But still, you have a chance to watch tomorrow if you haven't gotten your tickets yet for day 2 of our Alas Pilipinas Invitationals road to the Worlds next year. So all this part of the preparation, the scrimmages, the exhibition matches, playing against top club teams all over. So our games will continue tomorrow. Alas Pilipinas will face Saga Isamitsu Springs for the women's. That's at 3 p.m. and at 6 p.m. right after, Alas Pilipinas men's will face Osaka Bluetoon. Still on One Sports and on Pilipinas Live. Thank you for joining us tonight on behalf of my partner Neil Flores, our courtside reporter Doreen Soy Baguio. This is Dip Bianco saying thank you for watching the Alas Pilipinas Invitationals here on Signal TV.